See, it's just going to be like normal. All right. Let me just tell the folks at home what happened. Here's what happened. Ben came out to do his stand. Ben's a very funny comedian.
Killing.
Yeah, he was killing, and his microphone just kept going out. It just kept going out, and we had to stop. We never have to stop in this show because it's so professional. But his microphone kept giving out. It was almost like someone had been working against you, Ben.
Almost.
Like
uphill battle.
Yeah. And then I thought, whoa, Ben, it's almost as if, remember why it only seems a week ago when you were making a little extra cash as a caddy in a golf club in
no idea
New
what
York,
you're talking about.
And you were caddying for a guy on TV, and you said that you wouldn't tell anyone about his score as long as he put you on his late night show?
No one. In the vault, started in the hundreds.
All right, go behind the curtain, I'll introduce you again. All right, you ready? Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
All right. Now, listen, this is a big show. Don't... Ay, caramba! You ready?
Ready.
Wait, what's going on? Ignore the horse. This is your big shot. My next guest is a very funny comedian. Not only can he caddy sometimes, he just does it a little bit sometimes. He's, you can catch him at Catch a Rising Star in Reno, Nevada, October the 22nd to the 28th. Welcome to the most professional show on television, everybody. Please welcome the very funny Ben Hague.
Great to be here. I love coming out to Los Angeles. I'll tell you what, though. Every time I come out to Los Angeles, my buddies instantly want to jump in a car and drive to Vegas. Every time. Every single time. And this ride is completely different if you go with a car full of girls or a car full of guys. You go there with a car full of girls, I'm convinced they don't even know you can gamble in Vegas. There's so much stuff they want to do. We're going to get mani-pedis. We're going to drink Cosmos. We're taking so many pictures for Instagram. YOLO. You drive out there with a bunch of dudes, it's completely silent. It's like they're planning a bank heist in the back seat, seriously. Your buddy that barely graduated high school slams a book shut, he's like, I just learned how to count cards. We're good. Really? Because you can hardly read, Rain Man. Why don't you settle down, all right? Just went away with my girlfriend. We went away for 2 days. She took 2 suitcases. 2 days, 2 suitcases, one of which was filled entirely with bath and beauty products, and she had the most ridiculous reasons for using all of them. She had like the craziest, she's like, oh, I use this one if it's gonna be really windy and humid. And I use this one if you actually take me somewhere fancy because it makes me smell like hope and dreams. What? Dude, guys aren't like that at all. I'm 30 years old. I took a shower yesterday using dish detergent. I didn't care. I was out of soap. I walked into the kitchen totally naked, grabbed the palm olive. I'm like, no, cuts through grease. Let's do this. Thank you. She loves talking on the phone. That's one of the perks of a long-distance relationship. She would rather talk on the phone. I would rather staple my eyelids to my forehead. She ends every conversation, too, with, oh, my goodness, I wish we could talk on the phone forever. I'm on the other end like, I wish this wasn't a cordless phone so I could strangle myself to death. Seriously, we've covered everything. We don't get to see each other that much, so when we do, she always wants to do something fun and exciting, right? But her idea of fun always involves me potentially dying, like all the time. She'll get an idea in her head and she'll be like, we should go whitewater rafting. What about a hot air balloon? Oh my God, how about bungee jumping? How about drinking decaf, you lunatic? How about that, all right? Yeah, I'm in my PJs watching Honey Boo Boo. I'm good for the night, all right? I'm good, yeah. I love my job, man, though. I love it. I'm kind of bitter, though. I got a birthday coming up at the end of the year, which is no fun. I'm a Christmas baby. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. It's 3 days after Christmas, which is the absolute worst, right? My buddies are always like, you must get double the gifts. Dude, I get double the heartbreak. I used to get half gifts growing up. I would literally get half gifts growing up. My family thought that was a great idea. Here's half on Christmas. Wait for the rest of it on your birthday. Yeah. Like one year, my mom bought me a bike. Frame, just the frame, no wheels or tires, didn't even have a seat. She's all excited, she's like, guess what's coming in 3 days? Is it a new mom? Because this gift sucks, I'm gonna tell you that right now, all right? Yeah, you dropped the ball on that one, Mrs. Hague. This one's JV. Love my job, though. I get to travel a lot, but my buddies give me no sympathy if anything goes wrong while I'm, like, doing my job. I called one of my buddies recently. I was working down in Miami. I'm like, dude, I got one of the worst sunburns in the world. I don't even know if I can do the show tomorrow night. I could barely sleep. He's like, oh, Tough life you have down there laying on the beach in Miami. Well, meanwhile, all it did up here was rain buckets on my head. And thankfully enough for me, my wife happens to PMS every time there's a drop of moisture in the air. So don't call me complaining about how you couldn't sleep last night when I've been too afraid to shut my eyes for the last 13 days because I'm afraid a crazy lunatic of a wife is going to suffocate me with a pillow because once again, tomorrow's forecast calls for showers. Are you still gonna pick me up at the airport, or should I find a ride? Travel problems are the worst, man. We've all dealt with them. I had a flight cancel recently. The woman on the phone was supposed to give me a new confirmation number. This should have been pretty easy. She was terrible at putting a word to match the letter in the confirmation number. So she gets me on the phone. She's like, okay, Mr. Hague, I have your information. It's P as in pneumonia. K as in knife, Z as in xylophone. I'm like, I thought xylophone was an X. I'll take the bus, all right? Thank you guys so much.